yourself some area of 100, 70 yards, and you're going to be putting for birdie more often than not.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. He'd love to get this one. Big putt for birdie. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. So through one round, Frank, our leader really put on a good show today.
They certainly did, Rich. It was truly a great performance, especially from tee to green. It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.
EA Sports and the Wolf Creek Golf Club so proudly present second round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational.
Rich, that is annihilation of a golf ball.
Absolutely love it. I mean, he just tore that thing to pieces. Well, those are good numbers right there. 320, 320 yards. Just crushed it in the fairway. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
And getting ready for the putt. Has his par. Frank, another really rugged hole. This is the par 3 11th here at Wolf Creek.
Rich, remember that book, Dead Solid Perfect? This is what this hole's all about, because you must hit that tee shot solid. You've got to carry all the trouble in front of you. And remind yourself, too, there's enough green grass down there. Not necessarily green, but green grass around there. A good shot safely on the putting surface here, and this green's not too severe. But this is a fun par 3 just to look at, or even at least experience.
Birdie try up next.
Even par currently.
Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Lining this one up for par. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. Par 5, 12th, and Frank, another reminder that Wolf Creek can really be intimidating.
It can. Water down the left. They'll take a huge dent off your scorecard. A lot of fairway down the right. Somehow find that. This par 5 can be reachable, and 2. There's still trouble to the right of this green if you get a little bit cavalier. This, without doubt, the longest green on the golf course. It's 55 yards from front to back.
Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5. His second shot. And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Looks like he just misread that.
Rich, that just adds insult to injury to the rest of the field. Another birdie, and the gap even wider.
A sensational performance. Now to the 13th hole, and, oh, I don't know, should we just fly it over the mountains, Frank?
It looks like that, but then you better find dry land. 350 yards, but as the crow flies, it's probably just a little over 300 yards. I don't know if the mere mortals would really want to flash it across that desert ridge. You probably want to play a little left of it, have a little pitch up the hill, but if you're one of the longer hitters, why not just try it, see if you can make it.
Not quite what he was hoping for. The tee shot in the bunker. Digs in, ready for the bunker shot.
Yeah, second shot here. Just try and aim a little bit behind that ball, an inch or two.
Frank, that reminds you of maybe what, the greatest bunker player of all time? Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
He'll take par and move on. Frank, describe the layout here at the 14th hole. It's 444 yards, and what a beautiful hole.
It is, and it's a beautiful view. You see everything from the top of that tee there. It's a hole that keeps bending to the left. There's enough bunkers down the left there to actually take your eye. That's why you've got to fixate on something in the distance that's a much better line than worrying about that wall of sand down the left side.
Good strike, good lie, good chance to attack the pin. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Midway through this back 9, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Birdie try again here today. Had a nice birdie on this hole yesterday. Really starting to shine, moves to 10 under for the tournament. There you have it. The second round is complete. Another solid effort put together, and it shows on the scorecard.
And after 2 rounds, you really start to see not only who's playing well, but who's consistent.
EA Sports and the Wolf Creek Golf Club so proudly present third round coverage of the EA Sports Spring Invitational. Beautiful looking shot right here.
Long and straight.
That's how you do it. In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Unless you're as good as Rory McIlroy, you probably don't want to be playing some of these back tees. Play it a little forward. it'll be a more enjoyable experience. However,
No, play off the back. Play off the back.
I would say go to the back tees, Frank, because the views are just so unbelievable. You need to at least walk back there, pull the phone out, and take some pictures.
Come on, if you're going to play Wolf Creek just once, you trying to tell me you wouldn't play off the back?
You might shoot higher than
you'd play off the back. I know you would.
The course rating is 154.
You'd play off the back.
The score on the card might be higher. Yeah, I would punish myself. Yes. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. And he makes it for par. We're here at the downhill par 3 11th hole. Frank, it's 215 yards from the back tee.
This hole certainly is not for the faint of heart. When you look at that tee shot, you think, oh my God, what do I do from here? But remind yourself, it's 215 yards and really only about 160, 170 yards to green grass again. But it's 215 yards. That should be the club that you're trying to pick. Green's big enough, just persuade yourself. Try not to look at the canyon in the desert. There is a green down there. The hole is playable.
Birdie putt coming up. The par on this hole yesterday. Racking them and stacking them. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. From a par 3 to a par 5. Here at the 12th, it measures 560 yards. A sweeping dog leg left, and there is some trouble down that left side.
This is a scary tee shot. There's no two ways about it, Rich. You've got to get the ball in play because you can really rack up a good score here. That water very much in play. Doesn't matter what club you decide to hit off the tee. 560 yards actually is reachable, believe it or not. But you've got to get it on the fairway. You don't really have to be too brave and try and take too much over there. The other thing, too, to consider about is this green is nearly half the length of an NFL football field. It is 55 yards from the front of this green to the back of the green. He's gone for a little extra.
Are you kidding me? Come on, you can't hit a ball that hard.
That is crushing it beyond all crushing. Long just meant longer. That's a ginormous tee shot.
Frankie could make eagle right here with a really good approach shot.
Yeah, well within his reach, too. And, Rich, if we just sit back and relax here, I think we're going to see perhaps a very good look at eagle coming up. Should be safely on deck.
And a chance for eagle after that perfectly played shot. Settles in over the putt. Wow, what a putt. That is huge. 13th hole, and Frank, Wolf Creek is really kind of a macho golf course because you can stand on a tee like this and say, you know what? I'm going to take this one over the mountains.
And then, if you do, then you flip the coin. Is it in play or is it out of play? This is one hole. You just you realize you're in the middle of the desert, that's for sure. And one hole that you think, well, if I play this hole a couple of times, I might just get the hang of it.
Can't hide the flagstick from that man. Frank, it's one thing to jumpstart your round. This would ignite the round.
Yeah, you don't normally see two par fives back-to-back, so the chances of having consecutive eagles is so rare.
14th hole here at Wolf Creek. Time to pull out the driver and as well the phone because you want to take some pictures here. What a spectacular view.
Stunning. You can see a whole panoramic sort of 360 degrees right around this golf course. Then when you flick back and actually look at the 14th hole, there's 6 bunkers. 3 really in play with the tee shot, as you can see. The other 3 just up by the green. Anything to the right of those is preferred, unless you want to be playing your second shot out of the canyon or the bunkers. Green should be fairly receptive, and 3 distinct portions, which is sort of a common trait here at Wolf Creek. That's sort of 3 different tier levels in that. But let's see, birdies are to be made at Wolf Creek, maybe even one here.
Oh, what an incredible shot.